Hello everyone and welcome back to Below Par with myself, Lovery. So in today's video then I am here, collar's out, I am here with PXG fitting some wedges. So I'm here at Garforth Golf Club in the golf room, which has TrackMan, cameras around the outside, big projected screen behind me, and I'm here with PXG and we are fitting some wedges. So obviously you would have seen the driver video that has already gone live, and today we're fitting some wedges. So I'm going to try some because my Callaways I've not been happy with. I won't say exactly which ones they are, but I've not been happy with them. They're a few years old. I did have to build them, which is probably part of the issue. So I'm going to try and find something that hopefully feels a little bit better. We're going to chat through different shafts, different heads, all those sort of things, different lofts, and then we'll look at lie angle and stuff as well. But let's get into the video. Massive thank you to Lawrence for making this all possible, and a huge thank you again to Garforth for hosting us today. So let's get into it.
Where do you feel like a good sort of shot?
70s follow with this, 70, 80?
Should we go 80?
Yeah, go 80, yeah.
So you've got like a...
Cool. Oh, 6.
Oh, that's a bit... Okay, so it's a little bit low, but it's playing for... It's 5 yards below, so you've probably got decent...
75-ish is about right.
And where's the miss for you with this?
Bit both sides. It just sometimes pops up, it's just not...
Okay, so sort of 97 carry that.
Right, so it's gone way too far.
Just a bit of a pull, was it?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's probably quite common.
Yeah, just quite long and left.
Just don't really, I don't know, I just don't really get on with it. Not very exciting, is it? In the nicest way, it just, it's always felt a bit funny.
I think spin-wise it's okay.
Right, just feels like it launches really high as well. Like it always kind of just, if you, it just pops up. Just the whole thing just feels heavy and lumpy and never feels, crisp and clean, and which I think we've kind of established. I don't like a lot of head weight potential with driver.
See how we get on with that. So a little bit more loft, but I've gone more through sort of shaft profile to try and control it here.
Okay.
Ultimately, you can see the height there not quite as high.
Yeah.
Launch is lower even though you've got more loft. Ultimately there, you're timing those better.
Yeah, it feels crisper. Softer is what we're self-face.
Let's just throw you in something a little bit shorter.
Cool.
That's 73 now.
Cool.
So it's a little bit flatter.
That's got to be good.
Long.
How far is it landing?
85, 88.
Is it? I wouldn't normally hit my wedge that far, but then again, the difference between my wedges and my irons, like between my pitching wedge and huge, yeah, between my 50 and like I can't play full wedges because they just disappear.
Good efficiency of speed there. You're not. It's not like you're overly smooth on these.
Again, felt really nice.
Very consistent,
isn't it?
And I think the increase in shaft weight detracts from head weight.
Yeah.
So for you, the balance of that will mean that you get better club control. Ultimately, if I took a load of weight out, it was something quite similar in profile. So take 15 grams of shaft weight out, same flex, ultimately no 10 grams of weight. You'll feel the main difference in sort of feel and impact here.
Yeah.
This is probably back to a position where you might not enjoy as much.
Okay.
So you gain some club head speed, which means you gain some more ball speed.
Yeah, I need to just ease that one off.
You've lost spin.
Right, okay. Yeah, it's a bit clunkier, isn't it?
You feel the difference there?
Yeah, it feels clunkier.
So for us, wedge play is all about sort of the consistency of stroke, start line, etc.
Yeah.
I think I don't have an issue with sort of like 54 as a number. I think you'll gain too much yardage there because you'll be timing things so much better.
quite nice, but even
But
that.
look at that, less spin.
Yeah, no.
Even though the heavier shaft would normally be, look, 8.2.
Yeah.
We were sort of mid to high 9s before. The launch angle is flatter though.
Which is good.
Yeah, but obviously you're not going to get that sort of an instant
No.
stop. That's still going to stop, but it's the longevity of that stop as well. You
If
look at the
anything, I want
difference.
more stop than what I've got now.
Yeah, these two are your 115s, and then you've
Yeah.
got these 3, 4 are your S4s.
Because I'd rather sacrifice overall distance for a lot more stop. Because at the minute I just can't get things to stop. I land it where I want to land it, but it just doesn't react.
So what I'd look at is probably, you could keep the same sort of numbers, maybe go sort of 5260 or 5460.
Yeah.
I'd definitely look at maybe introducing a high loft, like playing a 63.
Right, okay.
In the Mizuno pitching wedge, you're probably talking what, 46?
I think it's 46.
46. 46 to 54, it's probably marginally large. We might squeeze the 54 up to 53.
Yeah.
And then you've got sort of 7.7.
Does that mean I've got a 50 as well I carry at the minute?
Yeah, well you could go
But I
50.
don't necessarily need, well, I mean,
Or do you make that
specs.
50, 49? But it shows that that heavier weighted shaft for you just gives you better time and better feel. It detracts from head weight, which means
Which is better.
you don't feel the head as much.
No.
So I think your main response from what I've seen is you respond to head weight, not overall weight.
Mm-hmm.
So doesn't matter what it weighs like that, it's what you feel down here.
Right, got yeah.
Too much and all of a sudden you start to then feel like you're working quite hard.
Yeah, cool.
You know, the, sort of the distal part of the golf club is very difficult for you to control. Here's a 60.
Yeah.
So what I'll do, I'll throw you on a 60 yarder. That's 65 over the bunker.
Let's try. I mean, I never hit my 58 at all, just because I just don't like it. So let's try it. It's like a new. I used to use 60s and I got 58 and I've never loved it.
I did that.
Because I just use 54 for everything.
I
Just
got 60 straight.
yeah. Oh, good.
I'll be it. Not bad, is it?
And again, look at the strike.
Yeah, I just like how the initial trajectory on both 56 and 60 is 30 degrees.
Right, so it's a lot lower as well.
A bit hard, I think.
Yeah. Spot on.
Just the consistency of that as well, I think you'll be able to time it much easier,
Yeah.
having more total weight in your hand. That again.
It's just the same shot, isn't it? I don't feel like I'm having to do anything.
Yeah, let the weight of the club just come back to the ball and do everything for you.
That felt awesome.
That's it. Good. Yeah, I mean, you look at the sort of average yardage at 72 yards, everything's out the middle.
Just exactly.
Probably just need to address a lie angle of fraction.
I was going to say it's a bit upright.
Yeah, that's why we might see a couple of those drags. Also, wedge play out, I quite like to see a little bit flatter.
Yeah, that's that, isn't it? That to me feels straight. It starts left.
Yeah. Yeah, like that. So we'll check it out bunkers.
Yeah.
Do you want to try a different shaft? Or
Yeah, let's just try it, just to see. I mean, the strike on them has just been.
the closest thing we'd probably look at would be maybe venturing down into like the KDS 120.
That's a completely different feel. That felt lovely.
Do you like that?
That really felt like that.
Soft
Ripped off
reflex.
the face. Yeah, ripped off the face.
Still got a good weight in there.
Strike wasn't as good.
Good spin off this.
Not as consistent though, is it?
No.
I wouldn't sacrifice the last wedge we had for this. I must admit, like although
Over the fit. Again, it's that sort of that disparity between something a little bit
I mean, just
lively. Do you know what I mean? You know, like we were with the driver. You know,
Yeah.
you like the feel of the speeder, but then when we went through everything else, actually going back to the control and consistency of the
Yeah.
10's eye.
I mean, as good as it feels in a good one, it's not the same. Like, I'm not seeing...
I mean, look at the disparity in yardage. It's not boom.
No,
boom.
last one,
And you can acoustically hear the strike is different.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one was just like...
Yeah. I think the other one we found something in terms of...
It just found the middle of the club every time, didn't it? Because you're on that same shot again, aren't you?
It's the same one as before, is it? Same wedge? Right, yeah, this is the strike immediately. It's just the one, isn't it? Like, in terms of...
Just game changing. That's just a lie.
Yeah, it felt good.
But look at the yardage again. Boom, it's on it.
Same spot, isn't it? More to it on that. Yeah, I mean, look at it.
So we got.
Feels great. Can I try a slightly different shot just a second? Just see.
Yeah. Same. It's what short game's all about as well, isn't it?
That's mad, isn't it?
Same shot every time.
Just, yeah. I mean, I felt like I'm trying to do something different, and it came out a little bit different, but equally,
Just
it
came out.
landed the same.
Yeah, it did. Responded the same when it hit.
Yeah. So now we're sort of driving my wedges out.
Game changing. Which one are we going for?
Front red one?
Yeah. Again, I think that little bounce left. If
Yeah.
you look at the sort of drag mark on there,
Yeah.
a little bit toe down.
Right.
Remember, the whole mass, you don't need to work as much on the speed,
not at
just
all.
got to just deliver it back quite square.
There you go.
That's the one.
Like I grip down on it slightly.
Yeah?
Just slightly, sort of. That's it. Like it's starting to the left.
I think that's my. Well, to be fair, you are probably 3 foot left.
Am I?
Yeah.
There?
Yeah. And that was just a bad bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd go sort of 50, 54, 60.
Yeah.
50 playing 49.
Yeah.
54, you could maybe tweak it up to 55.
Yeah.
Or keep it where it is. Depends on. It'd be
Sure.
something that we'd work on.
Yeah, to find.
If you wanted a wee bit more bounce, we'd go 54 playing 55.
Yeah.
Or if we wanted a wee bit less, we'd probably play 56 down.
I'd
to
try and
55.
I'd probably play quite a lot of bounce with the.
Yeah, keep the 54, play it up.
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
you've got plenty in here already, 9.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good level of bounce.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of camber through the heel as well. Rolls quite nicely
Yeah.
in the sole. So, you know, it's never going to overly drag when in the turf.
No.
You're not going to feel like grab at all.
No. This one, in fairness, I felt this grab more.
Yeah,
Feels
probably.
like it's trying to
Yeah, so again, you know,
kind of see it with that.
it's that shaft as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to create a little bit more lag in the profile. It's going to
Right, which I don't
arch
want
a
at
little
all.
bit more this way.
Don't want that.
No. So do you want to play a few?
Yeah, I was going to say let's hit
this?
a couple of literally couldn't have got like closer to holding 2 shots from here. Quite really done it. Look how soft it was. So guys, thank you very much for watching today's video. So PXG wedges then. So we've gone for the Dynamic Gold S400 Tourist shoes in here, which are very different to my KBSs I've got in mine. Amazing how much difference it makes changing the weights. So rather than being head heavy in mine, we've gone shaft heavy, and mine are lead taped up, trying to combat the issue, and we've had to do the opposite. So a little bit embarrassing on my part. However, very happy with the new choice in wedges. So in terms of lofts and things, we've gone back to a 60. So when I used to play when I was younger, always used a 60. Always loved the 60, it was my one club to go to around the green. Happy to go back to a 60. I've got a 58 that is currently just sat in my bag and I've carried it, which is an utter waste of a club. And then we're going more towards the 54, potentially moving it into a 55. We're going to chat about that option and then having a look then at the 50 degree and then potentially moving that down into a 49 to help bridge the gap. The issue we have at the moment is the gapping. That's what we're trying to get around. So I have a 50 degree at the moment that goes nowhere near as far as what it should, which then means it doesn't keep up my pitching wedge. It's too close to my 54. I just end up carrying that club around as well, which means I might as well have one wedge, which is my 54, and then a soft pitching wedge, which just doesn't make sense. So we're going to chat through about lofts and different bits on there. We're probably also going to change the line go, I believe, for direction as well. Got Lawrence nodding at me from behind the camera. So we're going to chat about that as well. But yeah, blown away with these. Think they're absolutely awesome. Look forward to giving them a go. Certainly, obviously, when they're fully built up for me. Thanks for watching.